Hi guys, my name is Trinh and today I'm here to do the mid-year book freakout tag. As you can see, I am in a big Percy Jackson mood. I have always loved doing the mid-year book freakout tag because it's just a really great way to do an update mid-year because it's like July right now. I will try to get this video up as soon as possible. The creators of this tag are Jamie and Earl Grey Books, so I will have the links to their channels down in the description box below. There are 15 questions, so let's just get started because I talk a lot and I know for a fact I will be here for a couple of hours. Number 1, best book you have read so far. Of course, is this book right here, The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu. I love this book so much. Basically, the story is about Clara, who is a troublemaker. She and her enemy Rose, basically they got into this fight at prom and the punishment is for them to work at Clara's father's food truck. That's all I'm gonna say because I feel like I've been talking about this book forever. That is probably a damn lie, but it feels like that because I always think about this book. I love the representation, I love the characters, I love the relationships, I love the main character's character development. I really appreciate her growth throughout this entire novel because it's just really great to see her grow as a character. So love this book so much, highly recommend this book to everyone. Number 2, best sequel you have read so far. Of course, it is The Bride Test by Helen Huang. I read this book just last month and I love it so much. Basically, this is an adult romance novel with so many Vietnamese characters, and that is something that I just appreciate because I am Vietnamese, and of course it's always nice to see people who look like me in books, and I'm so glad that I have this. In this story, we follow two main characters named Kai and Esme. Kai, he doesn't really date, so his mother went back to Vietnam and trying to find someone who is the perfect match for her son. She finds Esme, and Esme is like, you know what, fine, I'll do it, because she is given this amazing opportunity to come to the United States to win Kai's heart, and then eventually they fall in love, and it's just a really cute and funny story. I adore the characters so much, and of course I really love to see Esme's character development throughout this entire novel. So yeah, this book means so much to me because of the representation, but then not just that, it's just a cute and light-hearted adult romance novel. Number 3, new release you haven't read yet but want to. Of course, it is Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book, so I really want to read it. All I know about this novel is that it has the fake dating trope. I heard that the representation is also pretty good, so I am very excited for that. Number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. It has to be Darius the Great Deserves Better by Adib Khorram. I read the first book in May, I believe, yeah, 2 months ago, and I love it so much. After I finished the first book, I had to like check to see if there is a second book, and I'm so glad there is. So it's coming out next month, I believe. I am so excited to read this book. I believe Darius gets into a love triangle in this book. I am iffy because I'm not a big fan of love triangles, but I'll read it no matter what because I love Darius the Grey. I think Darius the Grey, that's his name, yes. I just really love Darius. He is such an amazing character, and I just love the first book so much, so of course I am very excited for the second book. Number 5, biggest disappointment. It has to be this book, okay? So yes, this is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Susan Collins. After I finished this book, I had to think about it, and I was just like, you know what? I didn't really like this book that much. It's been 2 months since I have finished this book, and I have come to the realization that I regret buying this book, and that is saying a lot. I was just frustrated with a lot of things, okay? So yeah, this was a big disappointment. I gave this a 2 out of 5 stars 2 months ago, so I just wish I didn't buy it because I could have saved my money. Number 6, biggest surprise. This has to be Beastars by Paru Itagaki. This is volume 1. My boyfriend was the one who told me to read it, and I was just like, no. But he let me borrow his books, and in the back there were like 5 volumes of Beastars, and of course I was like, you know what, fine, I'll give them a try. And I'm so glad I did because I really just adore this series and the characters. This series is about this school, the two groups that like live in this world, the herbivores and the carnivores, and the main character is Lakoshi. He is a gray wolf. People view him as a threat, but really he's a soft boy. And then he falls in love with this rabbit. That's all I'm gonna say. Number 7, favorite new author. I have to say Alice Oseman because I finished the, well, I don't want to say finished, but I have read all 3 volumes of Heartstopper, and loved it so much. Oh my god, Heartstopper is such a good series. If you don't know, it's a graphic novel series and I highly recommend reading those books because they are amazing. Regarding Alice Oseman and her books, I love the way they look, okay? Like, I know that I should not judge a book by its cover, but I will in this case because I just love the UK paperbacks that she has. So I will put up a picture that I saw on Instagram. All of her books are so tiny and cute and they're like in paperback and they're so colorful, and I love that all of her books match. That is something that I really want for my collection. Like, I want to start collecting her books. Of course, I love her work as well, okay? Like, I really want to read more of her novels because I realized that I have only read her graphic novels, so of course I want to change things up. But Alice Oseman, man, her books, they look great. Number 8, newest fictional crush. I have to say Hirotaka from Wotakoi Love is Hard for Otaku. This is Hirotaka, so he is basically a nerd. He's so adorable, so I really like him because, I don't know, he's such a soft boy, but let's face it, he reminds me a lot of my boyfriend, so maybe that's why I really like Hirotaka. Number 9, newest favorite character. I have to say Jude from The Cruel Prince. I have finished this trilogy and honestly I just love Jude more and more. She definitely has my attention in the very first book because this girl is so wild. She is cunning. I know that this girl is a bad bitch. The moment she takes poison every single day to train her body to withstand the poison. Who the fuck does that? She can be a lot, let's face it, but deep down, I dig it. She's a bad bitch. Number 10, book that made you cry. I have to say Saga Volume 9. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I did film a reading vlog of me reading each volume. Did you hear that? There's like a thunderstorm outside. But basically, I did film a reading vlog of me reading all 9 volumes. And the thing is, I don't want to edit the video anymore. It does suck that I put in so much work to like filming myself reading each volume. But anyway, I was filming myself reading volume 9 and I was crying so much at the end of this volume. So if you have read it, you know what I'm talking about. I could not stop crying and I got it on camera, so I will put it up so you can see. I was literally sobbing my eyes out and I could not stop. It just hit me, like it really hit me because I have seen all of these characters grow so much, and to see that ending really hurt me. So I got everything on camera and I could not believe that I was crying on camera, but at the same time I could not stop crying. This book made me so sad. Like afterward I literally had to stop everything and just calm down. I find myself always thinking about that ending and then of course it makes me cry. So this is a sad ass book. If you have read it, please let me know because holy shit, that ending was horrible. Number 11, book that made you happy. I have to say Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This is volume 1. I have read all 3 volumes like I've said and I really enjoy everything, but I remember reading the first volume and just smiling all the time and being so happy for the characters, and it was just so cute and heartwarming. And afterward I persuaded my boyfriend to read Heartstopper. He has read all 3 volumes as well, so we're basically caught up. Number 12, favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year. None as of right now because I keep watching Pokemon movies and I keep watching like movies on Netflix, so I haven't seen anything new, obviously due to COVID, so nothing right now. Number 13, favorite video you have done so far this year. I have 2 videos that I want to mention. The very first one is me reading my boyfriend's favorite book of all time. That reading vlog was uploaded 2 months ago and I love it so much because it's so cute, and of course I love Jonathan very much. I'm very proud of that video. The second video is me starting a new bullet journal. It's like the yellow one with this big ass Pokemon sticker on it. I love that video as well. It was so fun to edit that video because I find that editing journaling videos is so much fun. It's really easy because all you do is just cut out the parts that you don't want and then speed up the parts that you do want in the video. And then of course you find nice background music. Oh my god, it was just so much fun and I love the final result because even though the video is pretty long, longer than I wanted it to be, I still love that video very much and I was very proud of everything. Number 14, most beautiful book you have bought so far this year or received. I received this book for my birthday. No, No, for Christmas, sorry. Thank you to my good old friend Basola, because this book is stunning. This is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, and as you can see, this is like the UK edition. However, I do want to say that this is not the Waterstones edition because it doesn't have the spray edges. It's actually like regular underneath. I'm totally fine with that because the dust jacket is gorgeous. You don't understand, I love this color blue. This is like my favorite shade of blue, so love it so much. Oh my god, it's beautiful. And yes, I know I need to read that book. Number 15, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? I have 3 books that I really want to read by the end of 2020, and let's see if I can accomplish my goal. The first book is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Is that how you say it? I'm so sorry, I have trouble saying the author's name. I feel like a lot of people have read this book this year. Of course, I've heard that this is also very sad, and I don't know, I just want to read it. The second book is Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. I kid you not, since January of 2020, I have written down Lair of Dreams in my reading bullet journal. When it comes to like my monthly TBR, that book has been moved so many times. Yeah, I put it in my July TBR, and guess what? It's going to be moved to August because I am not planning to read this book this month because holy shit, it's so freaking big. So I really want to read it. And if you don't know, this is the second book of the Diviners trilogy. I read the Diviners last year. I really enjoy it, so I really want to continue with the series because I've heard that the second and third book do get better. Like this series just get better with each book, so I'm very scared, but I believe that I can finish this book by the end of this year. Okay, the third book is Again But Better by Christine Riccio. The thing is, I've heard like mixed things about this book, so I'm so hesitant. I don't know, I'm like procrastinating yet again, but I will read this book this year because it's in my top 20 books to read for 2020 list. I really want to read all of the books on that list, so I know for a fact that I will finish this book by the end of this year. So that is it, folks. It's really fun to just sit down and do this tag video because it's nice to just reflect on the books that I have read for the past like 7 months, 6 to 7 months. And if you're curious, I will have the links to all of these books down in the description box below. So that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.